guys, I found me another cave, and I've got more light this time. Thank goodness. Now, it looks like I've been to this cave many, many years ago, but I was a child. So it kind of looks the same when you first come in. It looks like part of the walkway or the entrance part to it is kind of chipped off, but you can still get through here. Dun, 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 dun. And they put this board or big log to walk across through here. You can actually walk down through there. It does look like a bit damp, but yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk across this homemade bridge. Yep, exploring. I made it across the homemade bridge. You can see some of the formations up here on the ceiling. It's not been disturbed. Eventually, one of these days, if the cave remains here long enough and not too highly damaged, these eventually will keep forming and come down one day. Okay. Just word of advice, if you go into a cave or you're planning to go to the cave, you better wear something that you don't care to get a little dirty, because it's going to happen. And let's just back up through there. You can see the dust I've stirred up. It's picking up on the camera. And I don't know if this is stuff that's washed down in here or if somebody has pushed it down in here. But regardless, it's here. Looks like an evil smiley face up there, guys. So, I'll work my way down further into it. We gotta go to the lower part. If I'm not mistaken, I think it opens up into like just a big room in the back.
Get on your buttons. Scoop down.
Okay. Now, y'all go see some dust stirred up on here, because I have stirred up some dust. Like that. Okay, I'll be right back. Give me just a moment. I'm going to put my headlamp on. Yeah. Alright, guys. Still working my way past this massive wall.
Keep on your butt.
Caving at its best, guys. Or, what is it? Slunking. Or splunking. Sorry. Alright. Yeah, I'm picking up a lot of dust. Yeah, that won't be too much of a problem.
I'm talking down here.
Yeah. I did it before. I guess I can do it again. That's all the dust that's actually flying around. You keep that. Put it on your head. Yay! Okay. My partner in crime dropped his flashlight. Now, guys, wish I could get that dust out of here. There's nothing I can do about that. It's crazy. Now, technically, with in front of my face, I can't see all that's flying around, but my camera has, I see some of it. But not as much as it's showing, so you'd be surprised on how much dust and debris that you will breathe in when you're in places like this.
There's someone brave enough to squeeze in. There's a hole down there.
Guys, if you do explore things of this nature, don't go alone. We've been out to a lot of different places, a lot of different caves, and even he dropped his flashlight. If he'd been alone, and he could have been in some serious trouble right there without another light source.
Yes. I did have a lighter in my pocket.
And there's a tiny little hole back up in there. And it looks like something has, either people's caught a bird of luck, or something's been using it. So, let's continue to try to make our way to the back. And I want to show some pictures of this through here. See the cuts and the edgings of this wall. It's pretty neat. It's pretty big. Like I said, this is not the biggest cave I've been in, but it's definitely not the smallest. That is how we better make our way back out. Back up that way. Still all that dust. I'm working on it. Still all that dust, guys. Now, I don't know much about this cave. I don't know how deep it is. I don't technically know how far it goes, because this cave is not registered on some of the cave register, whatever's you want to call it. It's just
a little home.
Yeah, there's a little home back there. I don't see anything living back there, but that's pretty neat. I don't know. There's a footprint or something back there. I'm hoping that's a human footprint, because if it's not, whatever made that was big. Yeah, but like I said, I don't know how big this is. I don't know how old it is, but I would assume it's got quite a few years on it. I mean, some of these stalactites, stalagmites, all of those things, they're not as big as some of the other ones. So this cave may not be as old as such as Worley's Cave or Appalachian Caverns. But it's still pretty old. And then you got to think about it. This cave has had a lot of people activity. And believe it or not, that does disturb the growing of the rocks, because you go through, you touch it. It does mess it up. So, and like we have another.
There's a home down there. You'd have to crawl your way out.
Not doing that.
It goes back down. game of Tetris, that big piece right there.
Could have been. Now this part, it's dusty in here, guys. It's really dusty back here in the back. You can tell it don't leak a lot from the top.
We're at the back.
I think we have, yeah, we have arrived at the back of the cave, or back of the cave.
Yes, we have.
All right. We've arrived at the back of the cave. So,
Wait.
that cave, or this cave is, as you can tell, it's not that long, but it's still a pretty neat little adventure to go on and see.
Hey, it keeps going if you want to crawl through that hole.
I don't want to crawl through a hole. That goes that way.
There's a hole you crawl through.
Oh my goodness. Somebody has actually crawled through that hole back there. I don't think I want to do that. I'm just saying. And I don't think it really goes that far. But yeah, we have reached the back of this cave. I know someone that has camped in the back of this cave.
Oh, this graffiti.
You know, all this graffiti. I really hate seeing it, guys, because you're really messing up nature
Like this hole.
and how Mother Nature should be. If you want to paint, paint on canvas. Do not paint on the walls of a cave. But anyway, guys, this was the great video of my cave adventure. Like I said, I don't want to give out the location of this cave. Some people might recognize where it's at from the picture. Some people may not.
Yeah, I'm back in.
I just don't want to tell you where it's at. But I found it and it's fantastic. It's pretty warm in here. The temperature outside is kind of cold. But as you know, underground caves usually stay around anywhere from 55 or anywhere to 50 to 60 degrees, even through the wintertime. So it's pretty warm in here. It's pretty dusty in here. We're going to work our way back out. See my pants? See how dirty? Yeah. That's why you don't wear good clothes when you come in here or into a cave. I'm going to go through and change my clothes. I'm going to try to go through and see if I can get me some pictures of some pretty interesting things that I've seen in here. And guys, if y'all going to explore, explore safe.